Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So Conquest is what everybody's talking about, and I'm going to try and cover this really, really fast. I made another video. It was like 17 minutes. Made another video. It had too many hiccups in it. So here we go. Let's jump in. Initial Conquest. So the matching is done. This is who we're matched against, and I think I'm the big monster in this matchup. 112 does have an 800 mil guy. He's definitely on the leaderboards, but I hear he's a really chill American. I'm not sure. So in terms of being matched up against monster Chinese, we got the easy match. But this brings me into the next point of who to bet on. And as much as I love your guys' support, and I really, really do love it, I don't know if I can win this event. So when we look at the actual power, when we check the groups and we see, you guys are going to kind of laugh because, yeah, we are we are just definitely the smallest little bunch of mean ragtag nobodies they could be fighting against. Yeah, we're the smallest bunch. So, yeah, 4.6 billion power, we're nothing. We're just TT flies. So showing your support for me, hey man, I really love it. Keep pouring it in. But if I lose, yeah, don't be too mad at me because yeah, it's not going to be too much fun. So the other thing is that they're handpicking the matches. You can see that I didn't get matched with a single Chinese, and thank God that that didn't happen. But it's because they want me to go to the second round, and yeah. So I think that they're giving me an easy first match. So thank you, King of Avalon. Happy birthday to you guys for that. There's some other people who are not so lucky. So 138 got matched against a 3 billion, 6.5 billion, and a 4 billion. Boy, that is not fair. Those three little Chinese alliances are absolutely going to gang up on the Korean 138. I don't know if they're going to win or not, but I do know that is a pretty interesting matchup because, yeah, it's like three Chinese versus a Korean. Of course, the Chinese are all going to gang up on them, but I don't know if they have enough juice in order to actually win. Because, I mean, you're dealing with some really, really new kingdoms here. I mean, 498 and 500. And a 208. 208 won the anniversary event last year, but, I mean, I think they got 0 dead and gone. So I'm not sure if they actually have any pushing power to challenge the Koreans there. So, I mean, just keep this in mind. And then here's the other thing. The more that you support these guys, the more likely it is that they're going to let them go to the semifinals. So when they're handpicking these matches, and I promise you that these matches are handpicked, keep in mind that the more you support 124, the more you root for them, the more likely it is that they are going to go to the finals. Okay? I mean, the King of Avalon could easily give them, a second round easy match, by not pairing them against like a 145, a 443, or a 138. I mean, they could just keep feeding them, easy matches and keep pushing them. So the more you support these guys, or the more you support me, it's going to determine, who they're pushing forward. Because King of Avalon doesn't want to be biased. I think that they want to be as fair about this as possible. So what they're going to do is your favorites, basically the people who support you, is who they're going to give the easier matches in order to allow to go to the semifinals or the finals. So if somebody doesn't get any support, I think that they're probably going to get harder matches. This is just my theory. It's just a rumor. So let's talk about 134 for a minute. And this is digressing. This isn't about, who to support or who to bet on. Because really who to bet on, I don't know. I love your guys' support, but I can't promise to win. I can. The more you guys support me, the more effort I'll put into it. I mean, like if I got no support, I just bubble and just sleep it off for a day. Hey, no problem. Easy peasy. But, okay. So back to what I was saying. The reason 134 isn't stronger is because you've got these super racist Chinese who have absolutely destroyed the kingdom, and since my return last year, have absolutely done nothing but terrorize the kingdom. So like 2 days ago, I was able to zero out the number 3 terrorist for the kingdom. I mean, he absolutely destroyed the kingdom before, and thankfully I was able to zero him, and he's not recovering too fast. But they're just brutal. They're just completely relentless and brutal. And further to that point is this. Man, you don't get 826 million kills by being a fluffy teddy bear. These guys have absolutely ruined the kingdom. They destroyed everything. Anything that wasn't Chinese, they enslaved it or destroyed it. When we tried to play KVK together, it wasn't teamwork. It was me being their slave. When it was peace, it wasn't real peace. They just sit around in their alliance talking about how they're going to slow grow and one day kill me. There's never been a moment of true peace. They've tried to extort me. They got busted for it. Never punished, of course, because, there's that. There's death threats. Got screenshots for that. They've been, reported. No other game would allow these types of things. So there's extortion, there's death threats. Oh, and the thing that I actually quit for 140 days before. So you wonder why the hell this ever got this way. Well, it was because they were cheating. They were doing the refund scam, and there was some Samsung store scams that they were doing as well. So they were cheating. I was paying full price for packages, and they weren't. And they got busted for it. In fact, when I came back, I really wanted to help everybody. I wanted to play together. I was really positive. I even helped one of them, trying to overcome being temporarily banned. And he gave me all of his information. So I have record of all of this, all of the packages. He got a 70% discount. And he had to pay a little bit of a fine in order to come back from his temporary ban. But the moral of that story is they were getting discounts of 70% on their packages, and I knew about this. And they were doing the refund scam. They were doing other things like this, buying illegal resources, and that's why I quit. I actually quit last year, guys. You guys may not realize this, but I quit for 140 days, and it wasn't until I saw them really cracking down and banning people before last year's anniversary event that I actually came back. So I've actually been playing this, not for 2 years straight. I took a 140-day break. I logged in every day. I was social. I still talked to my friends, but I had 0 troops. Seriously. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. But, the cheating is getting to a point where, I might encourage other people to 1-star them, to also, show your support of how you feel about cheaters. Square Enix, they really put a hard stance on it. They have a task force. I don't know exactly what that means, but anybody who's doing real money trading in Square Enix now, you're getting smacked down. And, I think other games are going to follow this trend too. So, I begged N14. I asked them, I said, hey, please come together for the Conquest event. Please, please, please help. But they're so racist, they're so salty, and they're so, they're so bitter, they can't overcome it. Nothing else in their life is important. They can't overcome anything. So, hey, that's where we go. We're at where we are in terms of alliance power. And, we're proud where we are, and we're going to do our best. So thank you for your support. That's just a little bit of information, that I could share with you guys about where we are. And, so at least for this first round, it doesn't look like I have to shield like crazy. I mean, obviously, if we were matched up against a worse match, it's strategy, man. 2-hour shield, pop out, smack some people, pop back in, 2-hour shield, pop in, pop out. Because I'm not invincible. Absolutely not invincible. I can take a hit. I won't eat a rally. That's just ridiculous. Anybody who eats a rally is just bananas. So, it's like I'm not going to eat a rally, but, somebody like 242 could absolutely zero me out. He could just crash so many troops into me. It would probably take him like 2 minutes just of solid streaming, attacks. That my 1 billion power just gone. Seriously, I'm not kidding, guys. Each hit would be, probably 200,000 losses. If he streamed 5 hits, that's like 1 million losses. He does that, over the course of 1, 2, 3 minutes. I'm gone, man. And it's just that simple. So, this game is about strategy, but at the same time, there's a gold burn. There's a gold burn factor there that you can't overcome. And, if people are willing to waste the gold, and he probably has 40 million gold, guys. He's got like 40, 50 million troops and like 40 million gold probably stashed away that he's not doing anything with. So just letting you guys know that this is the reality of things. So the event, you got to play really smart, really careful. Can't be arrogant, can't be cocky. You got to realize that there are bigger people out there. And so whoever you want to go to the semifinals is how they're trying to determine the support thing. So the more support somebody, the more likely it is that's going to be who ends up in the match in the end. So Obviously, there's some limitations in there because the second round, third round is going to be hard, and they're going to run out of, weak players to match up against. So, anyway, love you guys. Wish me luck. I wish you luck as well, because obviously, you're playing too. But yeah. So let's have fun. Let's do our best. And yeah, I just don't know what else to say. So who you're betting on is who they're probably going to use to determine, the matchup and push forward. So pick wisely. So bye-bye for now.